Vítám vás u naší dnešní epizody ze hry Zaklínač 3 Divoký hon. Dneska budeme na stopě rozparovače z Novigradu, takže dnešní díl bude opravdu nabitý a napínavý a možná i dokonce dlouhý. Musíme najít toho, co to udělal Priscille. Až ho ukážu, tak mu zatočím. Takže nacházíme se zrovna v márnici a musíme najít to správné tělo a potom ho ohledat. A to tělo je přesně tady na tom stole.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood?
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems, very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel?
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Look at his hands, these welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor. All right, think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy. but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
I'll go out in the streets no more.
Politica.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets, made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
That hard up for coin? Fine, have some. Now talk. What did you find on him?
Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Eustál se dostal co proto a my se teďka odebereme na dvě místa. Za prvé na místo, kde byl zabit ten řezbář a za druhé na místo, kde přepadli Priscilu. Od Eustáce jsme se dozvěděli, ta oběť má vždy u sebe nějaký ten lístek, kde je napsáno, na koho se zaměří příště, takže kdyby to přišlo do nějakých privilegovaných rukou, mohlo to dopadnout úplně jinak. Půjdeme teďka za řezbářem. Pro změnu nám teďka prší, ale nevadí, jdeme se podívat tam, kde zemřel ten řezbář.
Anyone home?
Begun!
or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid much. Lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. They care about some dwarf.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Vypadá to, že tady řádí nějaký fanatický šílenec, který zasvětil svůj život věčnému ohni a zabíjí tady různé pohany a lidi, kteří se proti ohni kají. Každopádně, kam se podíváme teď? Podíváme se po stopách.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones. Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Paslík nám otevřel, podíváme se dovnitř. Tady bychom mohli najít nějaký důležitější stopy.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Formaldehyde. Less. Doubt Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Myslím, že nic důležitého jsme nenašli, ale našli jsme ten formaldehyde, čím byl vlastně naplněn, aby se mu nerozložily vnitřnosti. Ale nic zvláštního jsme nenašli. Nenašli jsme žádný dopis, který by tady byl zanechaný. Vydáme se k tomu místu, kde vlastně byla přepadená Priscilla.
It's a washout.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Vypadá to, že se našla další mrtvola a koroner nás tam chce, takže se tam vypravíme co nejrychleji do márnice, ale ještě předtím se podíváme tady na to místo činu, kde přepadl Priscilu. Já vím, není to moc vidět, protože zrovna prší, ale nevadí, má to nějakou svoji atmosféru. Ohledáme to tady. Co tady dělala v této zapadlé uličce? Zase kázání zúčastněného občana. Klidně se můžeme podívat. Vždycky na místě činu nechá kázání zúčastněného občana. No, jsou to vlastně jen takové fanatické keci ohledně věčného ohně a že oheň čistí a tak dále a tak dále. To nás nezajímá. Nás zajímají stopy.
Sis, that him?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Priscilla's.
Fucking come on! Son of a whore! I'll rip your mag off, you son! Cover your eyes! Is he? Kill him!
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Vypadá to, že měšťané se do toho chtěli vložit, ale nevadí. Nevadí. Tak, kam půjdeme teďka? Půjdeme do té márnice a setkáme se s koronerem a ohledáme další mrtvolu. Mimochodem, ta píšťavá Wendy, na tuto píšťavou Wendy jste mohli vlastně narazit v Zaklínači 2, kde byla v kedvenském táboře, kdy... Tak, ale pořádně jsem to tady neohledal, protože mě vyrušili.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. A brazier. This time of year?
Takže když jste to tady už odhledali, můžeme se vydat do márnice. Dorazil jsem k márnici, tak setkáme se s koronerem, on nám ukáže další tělo, doufám, že najdeme hlavně ten lístek, kde bude napsané, kde bude další oběť a kdo to hlavně bude, takže to musíme najít a musíme to co nejrychleji najít, než vrah zase začne řádit.
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here. Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter, and I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Je to Patricia Vegelbud, musíme se rychle vydat do Vegelbudova sídla, tam jsme byli už strys, to si určitě pamatujete.
Till next time, master.
Co nejrychleji jsem dorazil do Vegelbudova sídla a teď musíme co nejrychleji dovnitř. Doufám, že nás pustí stráže.
What do you want?
Need to talk to Patricia Vegelbud.
You think any bum off the street can...
Her life's in danger. Let me in or have her blood on your hands.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in, I'll throw my ass out the door.
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his charge, not his ass.
So be it. I'll take you to Lady Vegelbud. Just no trickery. Understand?
Oh, Geralt, what a pleasant surprise.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see your mother. Her life's in danger.
In danger? Come now, I saw Mother this morning. She seemed sad, true, but in perfect health.
No time to explain. Trust me, please.
I find this all very hard to believe, but you appear to be quite serious. Please, follow me.
A fire fit for Bellatane, except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seemed sad. Do you remember? In fact, she's in the midst of a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Hear that? Calm and quiet. All seems to be in order.
We should go in, just to be sure.
You're relentless, aren't you? Fine. But wait here, please. Mother's certainly not in the mood for guests.
Oh! He ran out the other door! Catch him!
A sakra! Právě nám zdrhá, rychle za ním! Rychle za ním! Tamhle je. Nestačil jsem zaregistrovat, kdo to je, ale poslal nás rozsužený psy.
Spread out! Murderer's still here!
No tak, chlapi.
Halt! For I put a bolt between your eyes!
Listen, you got the wrong guy.
Save your trickery, taking you to the heiress.
Well, killer's already escaped. Lead the way, hero.
We got him, Lady Ingrid. Wasn't easy, but...
Lower that crossbow before you hurt yourself. This man is innocent.
Forgive me. I saw him running. Thought it was the killer fleeing.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught him if you hadn't gotten in my way.
Out of my sight, at once! Mother! Why did he do this to her? Why?
Because she blasphemed the eternal fire. Only thing that ties her to the other victims. Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on the body. A note indicating his next victim. May I?
Very well. But you should be on your own. I do not wish to see her in this state. I do not wish to remember her like that. And let her be the last victim. Please.
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended herself. Must be why it took him longer, and why he almost got caught. Here it is. Sweet Nettie, crippled Kate's. Growing bolder, not just the name but the place too. Won't get away this time.
Dneska se asi Geralt uběhá, protože sakra, teď musíme zase zpátky do Novigradu, do přístavního nevěstince uskryplený káči. Jestli to bude takhle do kolečka, doběhneme tam a zase nám zdrne a zase najdeme dopis a zase nám zdrne, tak to asi bude... Budeme tady běhat asi do Aleluji, každopádně běžíme co nejrychleji do Novigradu. Jsme v nevěstinci, doufám, že nám tentokrát neunikne.
Sweet Nettie, where is she?
Upstairs. But she's with a very important client. Do not disturb them.
Důležitého říkáš? Důležitého. Já myslím, že ten důležitý zákazník je brzo zabije, takže rychle nahoru.
No one will hear you, bitch. Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet again you disturb me, and I so dislike being disturbed. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I shall see to you first.
First, gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure. Satisfaction.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional. Doesn't take killing them, trust me.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns. 3rd degree, but still. This rosy skin will roast quite well.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You don't stop. Not unless someone gets in your way. Like I'm doing now.
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer, Patricia Vegelbud, and many others.
Bollocks. You're mistaken, vagrant.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's. To sweet Nettie. If you didn't leave it, who did?
I don't know. But I see we must talk. Calmly.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who... That's impossible. He treats even corpses with kid gloves.
The coroner. Said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit the morgue. Gotta go after him.
Go. To Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time of day procuring supplies. Formaldehyde. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with sweet Nettie. After all, I paid in advance.
Then you'll pay again. For her, for all the other women you've tortured. You're free now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If not for you. He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. And then he smiled. Oh, God, it gave me the shivers. And then he hit me. So hard I passed out. I was bound when I came to. And he was hitting the poker in the fire.
Calm down. He won't hurt you anymore. He won't hurt anyone.
Vraha jsme sice nedopadli, ale aspoň jsme dopadli tady toho masochistu, ze kterého se nakonec vyklubal Nathaniel. Docela jste čuměli, co? Každopádně, teď už víme, kdo je skutečně tím vrahem. A ano, je to koroner. Ten koroner, se kterým jsme se setkali v márnici. On je tím vrahem. On je ten, kdo vraždí. Takže my se teďka vydáme ven a vydáme se do přístavu, kde by na nás měl čekat ve skladišti. A tam ukončíme jeho život. Každopádně, pokud byste si vybrali, že zabijete hned toho Nathaniela, tak byste se nikdy nedozvěděli, kdo je tím skutečným vrahem a ten vrah by dál řádil. Ale my jeho řádění ukončíme právě teď, teda hned co dojdeme k tomu skladišti, které je přímo tady.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in flagrante delicto. Now you've seen through my bluff with Nathaniel. Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing? A reason to torture?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind to the fire. The egg of a salamander born of fire to replace their cold, doubting hearts. fire down the throat, that...
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would kill in the name of the eternal fire.
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city. Its population amnesiacs to the very concepts of decency and morality. So I decided to remind them, in a manner they'd be certain to notice.
You're a sick fuck.
I never expected you to understand. You're a cynic and an opportunist. I sensed it from the start. Ah well, this conversation has grown unpleasant for both parties. We must move to the next item on the agenda. I last fought a Witcher 2 centuries ago. I do hope I remember how it's done.
And you? Have you faced one of us? No, you couldn't have. You'd not have survived.
Myslím, že to bude stačit, a to hodně. Dobře tedy, ukončili jsme řádění rozparovače z Novigradu, který vlastně zabíjel ve jménu věčného ohně. A teď nám nezbývá nic jiného, než končit tento part. Příště se můžete buď to těšit na zakázku, anebo jeden z posledních úkolů v Novigradu, který budu dělat ještě předtím, než odplujeme na Skellige. Takže už nám zbývají jenom 2 party v Novigradu a v okolí a potom odplouváme na Skellige, takže nová lokace, nové úkoly, nové zakázky, nové postavy a tak dále a tak dále. Doufám, že se vám líbila tato epizoda, zase se omlouvám, pendloval jsem z místa na místo, zachraňoval jsem lidi, nalejzal jsem různé nápisy a tak dále, ale prostě zvládli jsme to, takže dobře, uvidíme se příště, takže naschle.
How's better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Broccolon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off. Calm down. Just want to talk to you.
Leave me be!
got it wrong.
You've cat eyes, same as him!
You lost something.
Come all that way to give me my medallion? Thanks. Craft Solidarity's alive and well.